Hey everybody, Tekking101 here with another manga review, and you know what? I am on top of this shit this week. Here it is, Thursday, and I'm making the review just like old times. And I know a lot of people are thinking, wait a minute, Matt, I didn't think there was a release of Weekly Shonen Jump this week. There's no Bleach chapter, there's no One Piece, there's no Toriko, there's no nothing. Look, guys, that's a common misconception. I'm here to set the record straight, alright? Here it is, no bullshit. You're absolutely right, there is no release of Weekly Shonen Jump. But that doesn't mean we can't talk about other stuff. Yeah, it's Golden Week in Japan. Although, I have to, like, a brief tangent on Golden Week itself. It just blows my mind that that exists. You know, because living in this country. In case you don't know, Golden Week is just, like a series or a cluster of holidays that all take place in, like, the span of a week in Japan. And so, I guess the Japanese government was just like, well, there are all these holidays anyway, let's just give everybody essentially a week off of work and there's no school. And that just blows my mind as an American, because living in this country, we have this very, like, work-centric, you know, attitude. It's like nobody just gets a week off. Nobody, nowhere. Even for Christmas, that doesn't happen. I mean, I'm not just talking about, like, really important stuff. Like, if you work at a hospital as a nurse, obviously you need people in a hospital to care for sick people. If you're a firefighter or a police officer, obviously you can't just have a week off with no police force. But I work in a fucking store. I work in a dollar store at that. That's like the lowest tier of store. We have, like, Sharper Image, Target, Walmart, and then the Dollar Tree where I work at, alright? And I don't even get a week off of work. It's insane living in this country. So, way to go, Japanese government. You bested us once again. But anyway, speaking of my store, let's read a manga about my job at my store. And I'm not screwing with you. This is essentially the official Tekking101 manga. And I know you might be thinking, like, we're reading a fan fiction that somebody wrote about you. It's like, okay, so this is just gonna be some, like, haphazard fan art or something. No, seriously, once I start reviewing this, and once you read it yourself, and I will put links in the description, you will understand what this really is. The guy that wrote this, his name, and drew it also, his name is Micheal Yip. And once you see it, you'll understand that this is pretty much essentially manga quality. Like, it really is. Like, it's a different art style from what, like, Kubo does and other stuff. It's, like, different art style. But just the level and quality of it itself, it is truly a manga in every sense of the word. And I'm very happy that he went ahead and made it about me. So that's what we're talking about today. Anyway, for those of you that do not know, I am an employee at Dollar Tree. What you probably don't know is that we're also sort of like a vanguard unit protecting the entire planet from an onslaught of demons. All found in this video here. I would strongly urge you go watch this one first. It's only about 5 minutes long, and I basically go and delve into the mythology behind the backstory of this manga. So that's basically the setup there. Now, also, there is the video I made back in December that actually is the prime genesis for this manga. This is basically the manga version of this story that I told. Now, the story I told is about 45 minutes long, so I can understand if you don't want to watch that. In fact, you might not even want to watch the whole thing because of spoilers. You know, the same way you don't want to get spoiled for something that happens later on, because to my knowledge, Micheal is intending on making this like an entire series. It might just take a little bit longer because, of course, we're not talking about like a big-time publisher, or he doesn't have assistants or anything right here. He has his personal life, so I'm going to put his Deviantart and everything below so you guys can go check him out. I strongly urge that. Don't rush him or anything, guys. Like I said, it's good stuff, and he'll be coming out with it as he comes out with it, and I'll be talking about it in that case. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go right into it. It's my life. I'll introduce the characters as we go. Fishing COD, Chapter 1. Okay, I'm probably already losing a lot of you. That really ties back to nothing. The only reason it's called that, Fishing COD, is because the way that you would say Dollar Tree in Japanese, that's about as similar as you could get to it. At first, though, I'm reading it, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Micheal explains it at the end, but I probably should throw it in there right away, because you might lose a lot of people. Alright, so the chapter begins with the character wearing a very scantily clad bunny slash... I don't know what the hell that thing is, but she's holding Tensa Zangetsu, so I should probably be concerned. Alright, so she keeps walking toward me, and it's ominous and dark, and then boom! Merry Christmas! Okay, so that is my friend Casey. Like I said, this takes a lot from other videos I've done. She appeared in the college answer videos that I did to which a lot of people had some very interesting things to comment about that video that were completely about the topic that we were discussing at the time, most certainly. Some people have been wondering why, if Casey has actually read this and she's seen herself like drawn like this and everything. I have given it to her, or I sent her the link. She has read it, and she's fine with it. She's cool. Her boyfriend, on the other hand, like... Okay, look, Zach, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, bro, okay? I can't control what these people do, all right? Now, you might be saying, well, you can't control what they do, but you're up here talking about it, throwing my girlfriend up here in a skimpy Santa outfit. Yes, that might be true, but I need to make money too, Zach, all right? You're an accountant. I review shit on YouTube. We to each his own, all right? No, seriously, it's cool. I'm pretty sure it's all cool. I'm gonna get punched in the face later, aren't I? Alright, anyway, the reason that she is dressed like that, as well as the way I am dressed like that, is that this story takes place on Christmas Eve, so we all have really cool Christmas-themed outfits. It's actually kind of neat when you think about it, because what we're normally wearing in Dollar Tree every day is just black pants, green shirt. That's fucking refreshing. Oh, I might switch it up every now and then and wear some sort of hat on my head, you know, something along I wore the law hat a few times to work, but I'm probably usually the most creative here, so it's interesting that Micheal actually gave us all outfits. Casey has the Santa antler outfit, I have the really cool cloak and the Santa hat on, wearing my normal Dollar Tree shirt underneath it. I love, like, the detail that's just, like, on the name tags and everything. Really cool stuff. And obviously you might be thinking that I'm just going to be fanboying and incredibly biased here. No shit, it's a manga about me. Well, bitch, isn't that Tensa Zangetsu? Hey, I do not call... No, that's a pretty accurate interpretation of me, actually. Getsuga Tensho! Aha! Tensa Zangetsu umbrella. If you want one, there's a link below. Alright, then we have a scene where my dad shows up. Alright, I guess we're addressing that now. Alright, so my father was once a Navy SEAL, and he was actually one of the guys that was initially supposed to take out Bin Laden, but he was sick that day, and okay, fuck it, I'll just, you know, he's only in it for a brief panel. I don't know why he decided to throw that in there, but whatever. Yeah, that's my dad. I mean, the face is kind of weird the first time you see him. He kind of looks like the squad leader from Kingdom, but in the next panel he looks a little bit better, although I can say that there's no way my dad would ever wear a sweater with a Christmas tree on it. No, that's not my pappy. Alright, so we get the title page with me in the same pose that Ichigo was in when he first went into his Bankai state. Mac Crawford, 20-something, hair color shit, eye color ape shit, occupation Dollar Tree guy. Yeah, that's what it says on the name tag, just Dollar Tree guy. You better watch out is the name of the chapter. Alright, so it opens up very appropriately with me handling some balls. Yeah, that's nice. I love how the cardboard box that we get in shipment is just labeled balls. Like, there is just an endless amount of jokes you can make about that, some of which are probably going to result in sexual harassment. Although, considering Casey's outfit, that shit would have happened a long time ago. You know what's weird? Part of the sexual harassment lawsuit thingy at my store is, like, they have a poster that tells you the things you're not supposed to do, you know, because it might be sexually harassing. And one of the things is you're not allowed to call, like, I'm not allowed to call, like, a female coworker, like, babe, or, you know, sexy, or girl. You know, isn't that weird? Okay, the babe and sexy I get, but I'm not allowed to, it says explicitly on the poster, like, I'm not allowed to go up to Casey and like, hey girl, how you doing? No! No! Sexual harassment! I feel so violated! It's especially funny if you know her real personality. But anyway, so, I get approached from behind by another Dollar Tree employee. This one is dressed in a nutcracker outfit. Okay. Again, you guys going all Kubo on me today? Do you know the leading cause of infant mortality? What the fuck? Cracked nuts! Oh, well, I guess that's worse than the miscarriage. Okay, so this is Todd. I didn't really go into a lot of detail on Todd in the story. Okay, Todd is the kind of guy that will basically just walk up to you and he always has the same kind of expression on his face. He's not necessarily happy. He's not necessarily sad. This is his face, okay? This is his normal, just neutral face, okay? It looks like he's depressed. It looks like someone just ran over his pet cat or something. No, this is him just normally. And he'll just walk up to you and just say, like a really dark joke. Like the other day, we have one of the employees working at our store. She's pregnant, and she was walking around the store, and she almost tripped and fell. And I'm like, whoa, that wouldn't have ended well there. And Todd's like, you know, basically made some sort of a joke involving the death of her unborn child. So we all laugh. It's a fun time. But anyway, yeah, Todd is here to basically announce that we have a new employee at Dollar Tree starting today, and now I have to go show him around. You got it, right? The joke. Yes, Todd, I get it. You're a nutcracker. Very funny. Haha. Cool costume anyways. Am I the only one that still wears this Dollar Tree shirt? So we go to open the door to the back room when the new employee is apparently putting on his pants. You think you'd probably get that done before you got to work, but whatever, it's cool. You could just put on pants next to the door of the stockroom. That's not going to end badly at all. Anyway, yeah, he goes to put it on. We knock him over when we open the door, and to which he then falls flat on his face, exposing his underwear to us. We hired a butt. Oh, God, you have no idea how accurate that statement is for the people we've hired in the past. I've been there for 5 years this December, and let me tell you, whoo. Alright, so I kind of kneel down to get a good look at his underwear or something, when he springs up all of a sudden and he announces himself. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Jeremy. It's a pleasure to work here. Alright, so this is Jeremy, and he is fulfilling the role of the elf in our little troupe of Christmas-themed characters. I should also bring up that Jeremy is the only employee here that is completely fictitious. I needed to create somebody to kind of like mold and shape the way of the story, the thing I was actually trying to tell here. I didn't want to just pick a random person in the store because then they might get offended. You know, on the off chance that this story that I told completely off the cuff on Christmas Eve would have gotten made into a manga chapter someday, and then I would have made a review about it in Tekking101 style. On the off chance that happened, I didn't want to just pick a random person in our store. Like, yeah, this is Shane. He's a little wimp. Yeah, Shane plays hockey. He kicked my ass with a stick. Anyway, Casey pops up from behind me and admits that Jeremy is a little cute. Okay, like I said, I can't control what they said, Zach. I'm sorry. Anyway, I decide to take the youngster under my wing and teach him the ways of the Dollar Tree stockroom. But you haven't told me your name yet. Didn't you see my fucking name tag? Put yours on. Okay, I am not that mean to people that just showed up in the store. Then again, the management doesn't let me boss around the new recruits because I offered that one time and, oh man, so many lawsuits. Anyway, alright, so I decided to give him a tour of the stockroom. Here's the canned food, electronics and housewares, HBC, that's all the medical stuff. Party shit, here's the freezer, oh, and here's the door that leads to the Expensian dungeon where all the evil of the Horde lies. Now I know the first question that might be on your mind here. Tekking, that stockroom does not look safe. I mean, there's boxes all over the place falling over each other, canned food falling out, balloon popping out of the thing. Certainly the true Dollar Tree must have appropriate codes for that. Well, yeah, normally, under normal circumstances. Of course, it doesn't really help much when the back room is pretty damn tiny. We get a truck in with about 1,000 cases, and we're pretty much walking over the boxes to get where we need to go. But hey, that's not anybody's problem, right? Any questions? Yeah, can I buy a drink and keep it in the fridge? Yes, but you have to make sure you put a receipt on it, you know, and you want to make sure, like, you stole anything. Alright, that makes sense. And that, dear applicant, is the one ironclad rule of Dollar Tree. You shall forever keep a receipt on the items that you buy and keep in the store, lest you incur the wrath of the DM. Alright, with that being said, I leave the stockroom in Jeremy's capable hands and go out to complete my duties as a cashier. Alright, so then we see a scene where somebody's paying for their... I don't know, what the hell? Are those freaking... No, they... Okay, what the hell is Tsukishima and Gremmy doing in my Bleach chapter? This is my Bleach chapter! This is my manga zone! They shall not be... Thou shalt not pass, okay? I'm deducting 5 points immediately from this, on the point system that I just made up. Alright, so somebody comes in and buys a roll of Christmas wrap and then walks out, and I'm left there just wondering, why the hell are you waiting till Christmas Eve to stock up on wrapping paper? What the hell is wrong with you? No, seriously, this is the thing that happens. It always blew my mind. It's like the one thing in that store that everyone just clamors over during Christmas time is wrapping paper. I mean, they're insane with it. They'll come in and just buy boatloads of it at once. I'm like, how many fucking presents are you buying? Like, seriously, like, if the standard ratio is, like, you could wrap, I don't know, 10 decently sized presents with one roll of wrapping paper, there must be buying, like, 500 or 600 presents for people. And then it's the day before Christmas, and you're like, oh, wait, I haven't even wrapped my presents yet. I'm like, do you even know how to do this holiday the right way? Seriously. And then on the day after Christmas, when all the Christmas shit is half price and the wrapping paper's down to 50 cents, they come in like a bunch of zombies. I mean, seriously, December 26th, there is a group of people that are dedicated to stand outside of a Dollar Tree wanting to buy half-off wrapping paper. What is the deal with wrapping paper? Here's a better idea. Newspaper. Old newspaper, wrap it. Because guess what happens? You rip it off. Where does it fucking go? Garbage. Why even bother? Okay, here's how Tekking does Christmas, all right? I buy 3 rolls of wrapping paper. There you go, that's it, done, the end! Anyway, though, as I'm standing there questioning the nature of existence, a big explosion happens behind me. I turn to see that a giant silverback gorilla wearing armor with spikes protruding from it has emerged from the back room, crushing Tsukishima and Gremmy. Oh, yes! Take away the 5 points I took back. We're going 50 points now. Ah, yes, they're finally dead. I mean, I know they're dead in the context of the real series, but they're finally dead. Anyway, the giant demon has the mark of the Expensian on his chest, so it's pretty damn clear what happened here. And who's to blame? Ugh, god damn it, Jeremy. Anyway, so I get knocked through the plate glass window in front of the store, and I land on the side of a convertible. By the way, that didn't hurt me at all, because, you know, I'm me. Who the fuck leaves their roof open in the middle of the rain? A lot of people, you'd be surprised. I look at myself in the rearview mirror and I notice that my lip has been bleeding, so I realize, alright, guess we're doing this. Awesome epic fighting pose! Anyway, meanwhile, the silverback steps outside the Dollar Tree window, staring me down when we see, you Shiro! Oh, please have him be killed just like Remy and Suki. That'd be so tits. Oh, damn, that is so tits. That is awesome. He took his arm, like the silverback gorilla demon. He just steps outside. And then, you know, Yushiro's standing right there, just walked out of the store, just like, what the hell's going on? And without even looking at him, the demon's just like, BAM! And just slams a spike right through freaking Yoshiro's chest. And then just rips out his freaking head with his spinal cord attached. Oh, man, that's kind of intense, even for me. Damn, even I don't think Yushiro deserved that much. Nah, that's totally what he deserved. For the egregious crime of well, why do I hate Yushiro again? I think it was something involving, like, a penalty game or something. I don't really remember. I just remember that every time I look at him, I have an intense, fueling rage boiling up inside of me. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, though. He gets ripped asunder, and I race toward the silverback, activating my armament hockey. Oh yeah, by the way, I can activate armament hockey from One Piece. Oh, you didn't know that? Fucking A. So, the demon, of course, does not pose any threat to me whatsoever. I mean, it puts up a fight, but I'm just grabbing its arm, kicking it in the side, knocking it back, causing blood to erupt from it. I am in no need of assistance here, while people are, you know, running around screaming like, oh my god, a giant silverback gorilla wearing a spiked armor is destroying and ripping people's heads out of their sockets, tossing their spinal cords aside. You know, it's a pretty big plaza where I'm working. It would be a rather big panic going on about now. Oh, shut the fuck up.
So annoying for a D class. And in case you're curious what that's all about, well, you'll just have to wait and see.
So I throw its hand back at it as it's letting out its death thrattles. It just knocks it away, and it appears to be invigorated slightly with new energy. However, I know how to deal with this mess. I leap into the sky, activate my armament right arm, and go in for the kill. And that's the end of the first chapter. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And at the end of the chapter, Michael goes on to explain the title, you know, Fishing COD, and it wasn't that clever, but whatever. So yeah, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will support Michael as he is a very aspiring young artist. His Deviantart link is below. He also does a lot of Gundam stuff, so if you're into mech anime, that is certainly something that he is interested in as well. I would just ask that, once again, you do not pester him constantly, since he is the one making this. That is the one concern I had about making making this video, bringing you guys attention to it. And I already mentioned this in a live stream a while back, but come on, guys. This deserves the proper Tekking101 treatment. I would ask that you do not constantly bug him and berate him, like, when's the next chapter going to be out? When are you going to do this? He's just one guy. He has a personal life, too. But just to whet your appetites for now, in case you really want to know how this story continues, you can either go watch the entire video back in December where I explain the entire story from start to finish, although I have been, you know, messaging Micheal back and forth that I want to just change a few things, because I did tell that story. I mean, I prepared it a little bit, but for the most part, it was something I just kind of came up with in, like, the last day before I told it. So I'm going to message him back and forth, and we're going to, you know, compare notes and stuff, and add some extra stuff in, take some other stuff out, change some stuff around. But you can see, like, the raw video there, the story. And just to whet your appetites, the second chapter, he did release that one as well, and that is available in the description. Both you can read on my Google Drive, you can download it, as well as Micheal's Deviantart, as I previously stated. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope you liked his art style, and the story itself, and where it's going to go. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Tekking signing out. Once again, Zach, I'm sorry! I gotta really do this. Okay, alright. The views of me, Tekking101, do not reflect the views of Dollar Tree corporations or anything else. I say this because on the off chance somebody in the Dollar Tree hierarchy watches this video, they might get offended and say that I'm slandering their company and blah blah blah. So I'm just letting you know now that no, demons do not live under the Dollar Tree stores. There is no immediate danger of a silverback gorilla breaking out of the back room and killing a kid and ripping out his spinal cord on Dollar Tree property. The chances of that happening are... Okay, well, the chances of that happening... Okay, nothing is 0% likely, but the chances of that happening are, like, easily 0.000000000000001% that it's going to occur. So just letting everyone know about that. Tekking signing out.